Let's reel it back.
Wheel up.
You said some real important shit during the break. You said that, not having a father, like you didn't have certain standards to live by. And then you shared something that I never heard you share before. You said that you went through some physical abuse.
Oh, absolutely.
With the men that you were attracted to.
But not only myself, but my girlfriends and I that went through the same thing. We thought that's the guy that loves us.
You thought that was real love?
Of course, because he's getting physical with us. He's
and you would and would you say some shit?
I had nothing to judge it by.
But would you say some shit that would bring out that? Would you want to bring out that emotion? Like, you know how chicks be like your mother.
No, it was like I'm going up that dude. Like
you would put that in
like this won't be here today.
Prove your love to me.
Yeah.
When did you realize that shit was wrong?
When I did the cover I was telling you about, I was able to talk.
Tell the audience.
We were talking about that off the air. We did the cover of New York Magazine. 4 of us: Beyonce, myself, Star Jones, and Terry Woods, the author. And
what year was this?
Like 4 or 5 years,
okay.
maybe 5, right before I lost my hearing, so it was like 5.
Okay.
And I don't know why they pulled us 4, but it was like, okay, well, you 4
have made an
impact.
At
the top of your game.
Right.
You're at the top of hip hop. You're at the top of R&B. You are
self-publisher,
author, and Star Jones at that time. On The View and whatever media, and Star and Beyonce had their dads. Terry Woods and I didn't.
Right.
And Beyonce said the question was, did it make a difference?
That your dad was around.
Did it? You guys are all 4 of you guys are here.
Right.
But to get there, did it make a difference that you had Mr. Knowles right there, just taking every shot with you, for you, just leading you in the, just saying, baby, it's okay, and putting a boo-boo on that cut, like, and you who had to take all the shots yourself.
You took the shot yourself.
And she said, absolutely. She said it had everything to do with me knowing which man I would allow can be deserving of my love, because your father, he's the first person who sets your bar so high.
Right.
He sets your bar so high that the dude that can say
you're mine.
You're mine for life.
Right.
Because you already know what I come from.
Right.
You already know my dad is like, you know what I mean? Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't have it. I had the crate. I wanted it.
The crate that he was getting high on, and
I wanted it. He,
right.
Of course, he was in no condition to. It was just, and
that's the reality too, right there. What you're saying is that as you go through this tumultuous time, that you're still looking for your dad. And maybe you were looking for your dad with other powerful men who didn't have your best interests at heart.
Absolutely.
But what's crazy is while all of this is going on, you still got to be on top as Foxy Brown.
Oh, man.
You still got to slay.
I still had to be that character who was selling those millions of records and breaking down every barrier. Like, we were like Calvin Klein billboards. I mean, doing things that were just unheard of.
Right.
Because, like I said, when you pull out and you bust that gun, you gotta bust it.
You got it.
You don't want to bust. I'm not busting blanks. You know what I mean?
Let me say something too. That Calvin Klein campaign, I probably still have a postcard from that.
Wow.
That Calvin Klein campaign was iconic.
Oh my!
And you were just giving up mad
back
skin.
Shot. Back shot.
What? Like, I thought that postcard was a scratch and sniff. I scratched that postcard down. You try to sniff the postcard down? For real? When you see that shot, you see that picture. How much skin she given?
Did
it smell like Snapply apple?
Hold on, I told Calvin when we did that, because all the rappers were getting candies or like just the stereotypical hip hop
endorsements, right?
We were just like I told you, when I embarked on a career from young, I made the conscious effort to build a global brand that superseded music, so that my relevancy was never just tied to music, that they cared about the brand. Like I just told Reggie, do you know that I haven't dropped a record in 12 years? And he's like, I said, Woyo was my last record, and that was 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
Like, that's crazy. But the brand, the name, the brand that we built, or whatever you say, I mean, and I say that with the most humility.
That's fine.
But that has been able to keep.
No, I mean, I look at somebody like a Nicki Minaj, and when I hear Nicki, when Nicki is in the cut, when she is rhyming and she's in the cut and she's busting shot them, I hear you.
Them.
I hear you.
The accent, come on.
And she pays so much homage to you.
Yeah. She.
But what I didn't know is you and her go back before all of this.
It's so funny because
you and her go back before you bust your gun.
You see the accent? I'm loving it.
But
right
I'm
now.
saying,
hold
like,
on. Before you,
no. That was fake patois.
Yeah, I gotta bring up some.
That was a little fake.
We need some. We need some oxtails in here to go.
Hold up. Reg, don't let my accent beat yours.
Yo.
Don't let my accent beat yours.
Yo, they joking too much. Yo, they joking.
Combat Jack. I'm only like 15.8% Jamaican.
Yo, y'all joking too much, man.
Combat Jack got fake patois.
That make me laugh. No, really.
Don't listen to them, Fox. Don't laugh with them.
Wait, hold up. But I want to acknowledge one thing. Because even after Woyo, there was one record that we actually mixed for you. Wait,
I'm sorry. Just I've lost.
There was one record that we mixed after that for you. You didn't even know I was involved. The boom boom boom, the rum punch, something. Come fly with me.
Oh, my big, come fly with.
Yo, that record.
Hold on.
That record is a monster.
Okay, wait.
Come fly with me.
You're about to take me there. You're about to take me there. Hold on.
That record was done in my studio.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hold on.
And that's one of my favorite records of yours. I just want to throw that out there.
No, that's
5 albums, 5 solo albums, and my firm album, and just all other records, countless, hundreds of records, Jay, Puff, all Nas, whatever. That record, Come Fly With Me, was never released as a single or a video. It never had anything. I literally lost my hearing 2 days after we recorded it.
Damn, wow.
When we heard that, hold on, Jay had just become president of Def Jam. Just become president. And he was on Hot 97. He said, okay, Jay, well, when you walk in the building tomorrow and you see President Carter, like, this is the label that you were signed to. This is where you wanted to go. 10 years ago, you wanted to, it's just, you aspire to be an artist. Now you are the president. What is the first thing you're going to do? And he said, I'm going back for Fox. I'm going back for Fox. And
it was
huge.
But that's poignant because I always said, like, I was back then, like when Reasonable Doubt was being made. And I always say, no shots to anybody, but if it wasn't for you, Jay might not be the person that we know today. Because Jay had hot records. He had hot records on Reasonable Doubt. He had amazing. But the single that came on in the club, and when Ain't No Nigga came on, and the chicks would throw their asses on your chest. It was a rap.
Let me give you something that you guys don't even know, and it's surreal to me because even sitting here talking about it is amazing that it's even me. Like, I'm still, when I walked in and you said, "Wow, you still look good," or "You still look young," you never did any plastic surgery.
Don't bounce like that.
Yeah.
Don't bounce.
Don't come out that shirt, Foxy.
Don't bounce, Foxy.
For real.
They're real. They're real. They're gonna bounce.
Don't bounce, Foxy.
I feel like an areola. An areola is like a half an inch from being visible. Once the areola comes out, it's over.
But when they're real, they bounce. Let them
bounce.
Bounce. Rewind. Let's reel it back.
Okay, no, we're
you talking about Ain't No Nigga, Jay-Z.
Y'all are crazy. Like, my emotions, guys, are just all over right now. I'm like, just in heaven. Like, I'm like, okay. what people don't know, and I have to constantly correct them because a lot of people, you know, if it wasn't for you, no, Jay was always Jay.
Right, of course,
like,
of course.
He was always that dude, whether it was him going out of town in the streets, whatever it was, he was always that dude. Where I came in, I don't think Jay himself, and he always says that, and behind his cousin and Clark wanted it for myself and Jay more than we even wanted. The same thing with me.
Right. Stop playing around.
He saw, right, absolutely. But I don't think Jay saw past, like, what, you can't knock the hustle, the street. You know, the streets of the streets.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
And when my records just crossed over and went pop, and they were just like #1 all over, and Ain't No Nigga, that record, the format of that record is so hip hop and so, I mean, it shows all of my 15-year-old young immaturity, because he had a 16 and a 16, and I had like a 90 bar at the end, and I was like, it's staying. Y'all are not, there's
violating all the radio formats.
Like, it was, no, like, you know, wait, listen. I kept going. I was just busting. That was the first time I was busting my gun.
Right.
And I was not stopping until everything dead.
Everything dead.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So
yes.
I'm going in. And they're like, oh, God. And you know what I mean? This is the classic. That record, and I have to give, Damon and I do not have the best relationship, but I've always been a person who just is a fair person. And what I respected about Dame was, like, and nobody had to tell me this. I was there. That's the crew that I came from. These are the dudes that I'm around every single day, 24/7.
Right.
Dame fought. He fought for Ain't No Nigga was gonna get played on that radio. Like, he didn't care if he had to stand outside.
But he knew. They played. I remember
they had a B-side. What they had was even still, Mary was on Can't Knock the Hustle.
That was the first.
And they killed it. That record was, oh my gosh,
second single,
still phenomenal. But when Ain't No came out,
it was that was.
And then people don't know. I shot you after that. People think that I did it first.
Right.
I just was in kill mode, everything. Anytime you hit brown nigga, like like, you know what I mean? Just like. Every time you turn on the radio, I'm oversaturated.
But you going back to what I'm saying.
Okay.
Ain't No Nigga pushed Jay to the next level.
Oh,
yes.
Unarguably, you can't argue that.
Yes.
I don't want to say that. What I can say with all, like, you know, I can't say that. But what I can say is that I literally stopped recording my first album to go on tour with Jay because they just were like, we have to have her.
That's the real couple.
Like, it was the Bonnie and Clyde. Right. It was the whole.
That was, like, the Bonnie and Clyde. But that was the Bonnie and Clyde.
The reality of
before
it is,
Ja Rule and Ashanti made that shit into water. That was the Bonnie and Clyde.
Yo, I love. Oh God.
The reality of it is, though,
Ashanti and Ja Rule made that shit into Hershey Kisses.
Yo, Dallas, get off the incline with the hibachi right now.
I had to.
You ate that food, Just.
No, I didn't.
Don Pooh.
Hold on, go ahead.
All right, we had to stop what we were doing. They called Don Pooh and said, we need her.
Right.
My allegiance to Jay is so solidified that it wasn't even a second thought. It was like, my dude needs me, so I need to go out there. And we just rocked. Oh my God, we were at our first show was at the Q Club. I'll never forget.
Did he show you the tech? Did he show you the tech on tour?
No,
Did he ever show you the tech?
The tech.
The machine gun. No, there was never no need for that.
There was never no need for that.
Hold on, like how
he showed, you have it? Yeah.
No, I'm saying like the tech that he showed.
The machine gun.
The shatter.
What?
Hold on, let me go back to my original point real quick.
No, I hear what he's saying.
Oh God.
No, tell me.
I showed you your first tech on tour with Large Professor. Did he show you the tech?
He's going down.
Did he show you the tech?
Okay, Combat Jack was mad thirsty for that.
I am not answering that.
You host.
I am not answering that.
You host thirsty right now. Back to my original point. One of the genius things about Jay, and this goes, you know, from the outside and from the inside, being on both sides. You know, when Ain't No came out, I was a kid in high school.
Wow.
It was actually a double-sided single. We had Dead Presidents on one side,
right.
the original version. You had Ain't No on the other side.
Right.
But that just goes to demonstrate the genius of that operation from early on, which was feed the streets and feed the masses.
Right.
And when Dead Prez came out, it was, oh, this is the guy that used to rap fast. And then kind of slowed it down a little bit on In My Lifetime, but perfected it on Dead Prez. So you had the street and all the hardcore hip-hop fans like, oh, this is great. But then all of a sudden he comes out of nowhere with Ain't No, and boom. So I feel like that was the first time we saw the balancing act that made Jay into the legend he really is, which was give something to the street, give something to the masses. You know, if you don't have that balance, there are very few artists who can do that.
Absolutely, but at that time, I'm still what the point I'm trying to make is that while we were on that project bench,
right.
Sitting in Marcy Project,
right.
or doing Marcy Day and whatever, dreaming about this, I don't think Jay ever saw. Only because, like, who would?
Right.
I mean,
it wasn't real.
You have to be real. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Like, 50 said to me when I signed, when Jay became president, and I went back to Def Jam, and he was just like, "Yo, I will triple Jay's offer to you if you come with me." Like, what's your allegiance to this dude? I'm like, are you kidding? Like, this is who I come from. Right. It's in my DNA.
Right.
Like, what do you mean? Like, they asked him, why? You've dissed everybody who disses you. You've never dissed Fox. Why? Dissing Fox, this hurts like me dissing me. This is you know what I mean? And I want to get into that thing about that's important, which is why I stood up for him and B, because I love both of them as well. Both of them.
And
he's been nothing.
Right. You're referring now to something recently, like you allegedly said some foul shit.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Let's jump in.
I'm going to talk.
No, I mean, it's fresh and it's
dive in it head first.
Let me tell you something. Well, if you want to, okay, let me just finish this one thing, and then I want to
take your time. Because that
never
really, rush a lady. Never rush a lady.
I mean, I'm trying to be my grown woman and spiritual, and just trying to just evolve and just right my wrongs. But that took me back. Like I was ready to lace the Timbs up and really just. It was so disrespectful.
The slander.
It was beyond.
Where did that come from?
To people, it was disrespectful to me as well, and to people who I love and who have been nothing but good to me. Understand, I can hear because of Jay-Z.
What do you mean?
Wow.
What do you mean you could hear because of Jay-Z?
Okay, we have to go to break because I'm getting it wrong.
You want to go to a break? Internets. This is Combat Jack Show. Combat Jack Show.
Don't get no realer than this, Internets. It don't get no realer in your ear hole than this.
F your radio.